Hello friends and welcome you all to the channel. I'm so happy to see you all once again in another Honor of Kings video. So in today's video we are going to learn how to play Charlotte, her skills, her combos, her build and some advanced pros, tips and tricks on her. So don't skip the video and watch till the end so that you don't want to miss out any of the important parts. Right, so before that please make sure to hit the like so that it would be helpful for a lot of others too. And if you want to see more, then just subscribe to the channel. So now let us begin the learning session, guys. Let us start off with her passive. When she uses her abilities and hits a target, then she will gain 1 mark over her, which can stack up to 3 times. And the next ability she uses will become a follow-up ability and will increase the stacks. This stacks, which will stay for 4 seconds. After getting 3 stacks, her next auto attack gets enhanced and you can maintain the stacks by using the abilities continuously. There will be an indicator which shows the stacks you have and the enhanced to normal attack. There is also an indicator below her HP bar which will indicate the stacks with colors, which are white for 1 stack, blue for 2 stacks and green for 3 stacks. And the abilities will also have the indicators if they are going to be a follow-up ability. So if it is in blue color, it's going to be an initial ability. If it is in green color, then it's gonna be a follow-up ability. Remember this, even if the ability is an initial skill, it will give you the stacks. Also, you can use each ability only once as an initial ability or a follow-up ability within the stack timer runs off. Like for example, if you use your skill to follow up once, it will go back to its initial skill for the next usage. After the 4 seconds, all the abilities will come back to the initial form. Now, after gaining 3 stacks and her enhanced auto attack, if she attacks a target, she charges towards the target and does a 7-hit combo which will deal damage and reduce the target's movement speed by 20%. Also, her final strike deals additional physical damage to the target, which is like 12% of the target's lost HP. So she will basically deal high damage to the enemies with low health. During the casting of her enhanced auto attack, she can got stunned, but it won't cancel her enhanced attack's casting unless you use a skill to cancel it. Yes, you can stop the enhanced attack if you use any ability. After gaining 1 stack, her passive abilities which hits the enemies will place 1 stack of mime on them. Here you can see a red glow on the enemy hands when I hit them with the follow-up abilities, right? This stack will reduce the enemy's attack speed by 43% for 4 seconds and it will stack up to 2 times, so the enemies will get a total attack speed reduction of 86%. But don't fear you guys, just listen carefully. If the enemies use a basic attack, they will lose 1 stack of it. So with 2 auto attacks you can remove these stacks from your head, so it won't be fair, like, right? So it will reduce you 86% of your attack speed for this much second would be unfair, so they have kept like this, I guess. This passive comes in handy for heroes who has abilities based on their attack speed like Marco Polo. Now for skill 1, Charlotte throws a tri-slash in the targeted direction after a short delay, which will deal damage to all the enemies in the path. And if it hits a target, Charlotte will gain an 80% movement speed boost, which then diminishes within 2 seconds. And this is for the initial usage of her ability. If you use this as a follow-up ability, nothing much will change, only the casting will be a little sooner, as you can see the difference here. Also, the range shown by the indicator is not the actual range that the skill travels. It may be a glitch, but this is the actual distance, friends. Don't worry, you will get it when you start playing with her and get a hang. When Charlotte uses her skill 2 as her initial ability, she dashes forward in the target direction and quickly lunges, which is a 6-hit combo dealing damage for each hit and restoring her health. For using this skill as a follow-up skill, you will have the same output, but the cooldown of the ability will be halved. If it is 4 seconds, then it will be 2 seconds if you use it as a follow-up ability. The health restoration is completely based on her physical damage output. Now, Charlotte's ultimate. When Charlotte uses her skill 3, she will carve a 7-pointed star where she stands, which deals damage to the nearby enemies within range up to 3 times, each dealing the same amount of damage. But when the same target is hit multiple times, the subsequent hits will only deal 30% damage to the same enemies, and also reduces their movement speed by 50% for 1 second. When the skill is active, like when she is carving the star, Charlotte gains immunity to crowd control and gains 35% damage reduction. When skill 3 is used as a follow-up skill, then all the above mentioned are the same, except for the formation of the star will be a little quicker than that of the initial skill. Also, after the star is formed, she deals another strike, dealing equal damage additionally to the enemies at the center and launching them for 0.75 seconds. So here you can see the follow-up and the normal ultimate. So in follow-up, you will have an additional inner circle attached to the star, right? So this inner circle shows that if the enemies are in this circle, they will get stunned and knocked up for 0.75 seconds, and also will get that additional damage. So that's all for her abilities and passive. Now for her tips, tricks, builds, arcanas and combos. So for her combos, the basic one is S1, S2, S3 basic attack, S2, S1, S2 basic attack, and so on. So like her combo doesn't have a regularity, guys. You can use whatever ability which is coming out of cooldown, it will work. Okay, so let me explain you. So normally at the early games, you should go for the shoes which contains the 15% cooldown reduction, which is the boots of tranquility. And for the next equipment, you can go for the axe of torment, which will also give you a 15% juicy cooldown reduction. So she is completely based on her abilities to get 3 stacks, guys. So you should maintain her stacks. So for that you should need a early cooldown reduction boots and also a very good equipment. So these two will compensate for like 30% for her cooldown reduction. So for the next thing, you can go for Frost Scars Embrace. So that equipment will give you like 10% cooldown reduction, and also it has a passive to reduce the enemy's movement speed. So with her passive and ultimate movement speed reduction, this movement speed reduction will also help you to keep the enemy in place. Like this is like so freaking OP, you can just control the enemies. Actually friends, right now she is one of the strongest clash laners who can ever be. Like can't kill her even in a team fight, like even in a 1v5 situation. Like she is so hard to kill, but not hard as Lamb. I can accept it, but she is still so strong, guys. At least she will kill 1 or 2 enemies before she goes down. So that is the power of Charlotte, with all the damage reductions, with her passive which is the enhanced auto attack, and with her ultimate. And also you will buy an equipment called Pure Sky in the late games. So it will also give you a 30% of damage reduction when you use it. So like she will have access to like 70% damage reduction when she can be in the team fight. You can also use Intimidate with her. Like it will reduce the damages of the enemies, and also it will increase your damage reduction. So it will be completely a blast off for you. So if you use all the things at the perfect time, you won't take any damage from the enemies, guys, and you can just kill them easily. Like she is like so freaking strong right now. And friends, when you reach the late games, if the enemies are having a lot of crowd control heroes, then you can just change the boots to the boots of resistance, because you don't have to take risks, right? So normally in the late games, if you buy the Pure Sky 2, then you don't have to worry about the cooldown reduction, because it will be around like 35%. And if you go for the Starbreaker at the last equipment, then you don't have to worry about it. It's like 45%, but the reduction cap is like 40%, right? So you basically have the 40% cooldown reduction, and you also have this boots of resistance, and you can just fight the enemies without any stunnings, I mean without any like a lot of stunts and stuffs. So it will be easy for you to brawl inside like many enemies, and also your team can support you from the back. So she is like an engaged type of hero, right? So if you engage and your team can give you backup, so that's all. So it can be perfect. So with Charlotte there is a lot of 2v5s, 3v5s going on. Like she can just literally 2v5 the opponents, like 5 people. She can go with one other teammate and she can just kill everyone. That's enough. So it's happening right now, so you should try her, guys. Also friends, using her S2 as a lifesteal ability is a good thing, but also you should use it as to dodge the enemy abilities and normal attacks too. So if the enemy is having a ability which can deal a lot of damage, which can like one shot you and kind of stuffs, then you can just try to use her S2 to dodge it, and you can make a lot of outplays with her. Just try her, guys, and tell me in the comments how is she. The first combo I have mentioned right now is like completely going on without any stacks into the fight. So you will just go into the fight and get all the stacks, and you will do the combos with your like normal attacks and stuffs. But there is another combo, like you can use your S1 to poke the enemies, S2 to like get the stacks, and you can just jump in after getting 3 stacks. It will be like so easy for you to do the combos. Like if you start off with your enhanced normal attacks, then your abilities will be like there for you in perfect cooldown, and you can just use your abilities continuously, and you can just use your enhanced auto attacks like on and on, and it will be like easy for you to make combos. So anyway friends, the basic is if you enter into a team fight after like using one combo, then it's like whenever the ability comes, you are going to use the ability, and you are going to like bring your enhanced auto attack, and yeah, it will continue like that. So yeah, don't worry about it like a lot. So just worry about engaging, and after that it will just go on like unplanned, and yeah, surely you will become the victor at the end. So yep, that's all. So now let us go for her build and Arcana, friends. So for her build, I have already told you, right? So you should need a lot of cooldown reduction at the early game itself to make perfect combos with her. So first of all, you need the boots of tranquility and also the axe of torment to boost up your cooldown reduction to like 30% at the start itself. So with that you can just smurf around like through the map. And the next equipment you can go for is the Frost Scar's Embrace. So it will give you the movement speed reduction and also 10% cooldown reduction. So basically you will have the 40% cooldown reduction you need for the entire match, but still you need to buy some more equipments, right? So for the next equipment you can go for the Pure Sky, which will give you the damage reduction if you turn it on. So it will also come in handy like a lot when you are in a 1v5 situation or 1v4 situation, 1v3 situation, whatever situations you are in, it will come in handy for sure, guys. So now you can go for a defensive equipment, which is the Long Night Guardian. So this equipment is very good in life stealing. So if you take a lot of damage within like 3 seconds, it is going to like heal your HP a lot. So this will come in handy for the same as the Pure Sky situation. So like 1v3, 1v4, 1v5 situations. Okay. So for the next equipment, which is the final equipment, you can go for the Starbreaker, or you have a multiple choice. Like you can go for Destiny, you can go for Sage Sanctuary, and you can go for other defenses like Omnious Premonition if the enemies have like a lot of attack damage, I mean attack speed based heroes. You can go for Omnious Premonition, then you can go for Spike Mail. So it will give you a lot of armor, so like normal attack damage dealing opponents. If there are normal attack damage dealing opponents, it is going to be a very good thing. It also deflects damage to the opponents, right? So that's like, that will be so much OP equipment, and the building will go always like according to the match and the enemy's build, guys. So if the enemies are building one equipment, then you are going to counter with other equipments, right? So it's not like the same equipment for all the matches, but except for the first 3 equipments that are all the same. So I mean basically first 4 equipments, that's for all the same, like every time you are going to use that same equipment for all the matches. And if you can try other equipments too, if you are trying other equipments, just comment below guys. If you have already tried also, just comment below and tell us your experience and share it with everyone so that they can also try it and enjoy the game. So now for the Arcana stuffs, I am going for like full attack damage Arcana, which is the mutation, eagle eye and stealth, like 10 10 10. So others, like mostly normally many of you have guys used the most popular builds, which will have the Arcana, which will have a little bit of HP and also like other different things too. So if you want to try that, you can just go to the hot picks, and there you will have some famous Arcana and builds which the Chinese players will play. So you can just copy it to your things and you can just try it out. So yep, that's all for the Arcana and build stuff. So now I think I have covered up everything, like the passive ability, skills, combos, tips and tricks and builds and Arcana. So yep, I hope you all enjoyed the video friends. So see you all guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye and have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like and also subscribe to the channel. So bye bye, have a great day. Thank you for watching.